Hi everyone, welcome back to Rocksteady. Tracy here, and in this review I'm going to be looking at a book that I have purchased for the Ninja Foodi Flexidrawer, which is a 10.4 litre air fryer, and so much more besides. So I had previously one of the 9-in-1 air fryers, which was shaped like a giant bomb, and it was a pressure cooker and a slow cooker and lots of other things. But I really, well, although I used it, I didn't use it to the maximum of its potential. But I gave it away, and I superseded it by buying these two. So I bought one that looks like an oven, and I also bought the drawer type. So I have also got a book to review on this one, which if you're interested in that, I will link that if I can to the end of this video. So this one, however, was the Flexidrawer, and one of the reasons I got this one was because it's the Megazone Flexidrawer. So I know you can get one with 2 drawers, but I'd not seen any books at all with the actual Megazone. So this is the book that came with mine. There is also a little cookery book. This is the explaining all of the bits book, and this was the recipe and cooking charts. And as I said on my previous video, I find these leave a lot to be desired. So the thing I always want is never explained in the book, which is very annoying. But it's a little book. It's got how to bake a tray baked meal all the way through. I don't really need that sort of thing. So I got this one, the Complete Ninja Foodi Flexidrawer 2024 edition, which is one of the reasons I wanted to get it, because it is a new appliance. So a lot of the older ones won't tell you about that mega drawer. 1,900 days, easily affordable and delicious recipes to satisfy your family's favourites, by Caitlin Lakey. Now, the previous book, the one for the oven, was an American kind of book. You could tell it was in cups. They had the conversion charts. I'm not sure. I think this one's possibly going to be the same. Now, I had one for my older Ninja, and it was more like newspaper inside. These are a bit better in quality, this one and for the other Ninja, but they are no frills books. By that I mean you won't find pictures and glossy kind of instructions. It is all just recipes. So and in some ways I like that, because there's way more recipes inside. But sometimes it's nice to see the picture of what your food is meant to look like, to give you a rough idea of whether you're going right or not when you're making it. But, you know, it's just a thing that's missing from these books. But on the other hand, you do get a lot more recipes. And so I have to stress, these are brand new. I've not used any of them yet. I've not tried any of the recipes, but I will do. So let's have a look then. So this is our table of contents, and usually you can tell by looking at the recipes whether they are in fact UK or whether they're American. And straight away I think Italian rice balls and jalapeno poppers, buffalo breaded cauliflower. To me that says I am an American book, but that's no problem. I think with the advent of YouTube, a lot of us have seen, not just YouTube, but Pinterest and just the internet. Basically, a lot of us have seen recipes with cups and everything else and know how to convert that. So it's separated. We've got the introduction, the dual basket design, air fry, roast, bake, heat and more, easy to use controls, space saving design, blah, blah, blah. It is very easy to use. I have to say I've done it completely off my own back. And out of the 2 of my appliances that I purchased, this one, these 2, I'll show you these books are more comparable. So out of the 2 that I purchased, this one and this one, I have used this one so much more. And there's also a place in the back of the book to write your own notes, which are done when I've used things. So yeah, we've got cilantro cups. So we don't call it that. We what is cilantro? I can't remember the name of it right now. It escapes me. But I know what I'm just bear with me. That's better. Kind of reminded myself in the end it is coriander. So yeah, there's a few things that you need to know when you're converting a recipe, but mostly it's there's a lot in this, isn't there? There's a lot. So we will go. There are actually pictures in this one. Didn't have pictures in the other, which they don't look. They're not glossy pictures or anything, but these are just the introduction pages. Measurements and conversions. So again, we've got what cups are. I'll say again because I've just looked at the other book and done a review on that. So we've got the dry measurements, the liquid measurements and all of that, which is brilliant. And it does it at the beginning of the book, which the other one did at the end. So we do have some pictures. They're black and white though. But zucchini is a courgette, so that's courgette chips. Yeah, so basically, what have we got first of all? Appetizers and snacks. The other one started with breakfasts, but I don't know about you, but it's never a problem to have a snack or a side. Arancini is Italian rice balls. That's what we call them. Yeah, I'm not going to dwell on any of them particularly a long time, but as you can see, there's a really good amount. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 per page, which obviously is not every time. And as I said, there are the odd picture in this book, whereas there wasn't in the other, even though they are black and white. So you don't get the absolute, won't get as many recipes in that case. The other book for the oven, you just didn't get any pictures at all. But I like the books, I must say, even though they don't have pictures. These newer ones are slightly better quality than the older one. I did do a review of the older one, but I found them a little bit, well, the recipes were all on top of each other. There were no pictures and I found them poor quality paper. But these are certainly better, I have to say. But we do have pictures in this one. So obviously fewer, I don't know, it looked like we still had a lot of recipes, didn't it? So where are we? Appetizers and snacks, breakfasts and breads. We have vegetable sides, vegetarian recipes, fish and seafood, poultry, beef, pork and lamb. In that respect, it's separated similarly. And then we've got desserts and sweets. And the recipe index on 102. Okay, so getting back to where we were. This is the sides, vegetable and side dishes. So yeah, lots and lots of small kind of nice little meals or little additions to meals or little snacks. I like that because you don't always want to cook like a gigantic meal in it. And yeah, I like it. I must admit, so far, grits. We don't do grits in the UK. So that one, I'm not even sure how to make grits or what. I know they're corn. I only know that because of a movie called My Cousin Vinny, but I have no idea what grits are like. Next time I go to America, maybe I'll try them. Vegetarians. So we've got recipes just for vegetarian. We didn't have that in the other book, so that's not too bad, is it? You actually got quite a lot of vegetarian recipes. And you can always convert, I think, if you're savvy in the kitchen, some of the recipes that are not vegetarian, you can kind of steal bits of and make them your way. Fish and seafood. So firecracker sauce. That roasted prawns with firecracker sauce. So for my American friends, what is the difference then between a shrimp and a prawn in the US? Because quite often you see them called shrimp, like chili lime shrimp bowl, which we call a prawn. So then you have roasted prawns with firecracker sauce. So what constitutes a prawn or a shrimp? Because that's unusual, isn't it, when you see both? And that happened in the other book as well. Black pepper, 1 egg, flour, sesame seeds, breadcrumbs, firecracker sauce, sour cream, buffalo sauce, spicy ketchup. Where are the prawns? Doesn't tell you how many prawns to buy. Dip prawns. So I suppose, they just omitted to put the prawns in the list of ingredients. Found a mistake there, guys. Okay. I thought it might explain what prawns were in compared to shrimp. So whether they're the same thing, I don't know. But I found a mistake in the book. So you'd probably just have as many prawns as you want then, in that case. Or as many as you can get in that recipe, Tuna steaks, like snow crab's legs. I must admit, a lot of these, even the fishy recipes, which I don't normally go for, do sound really nice. Rotisserie whole chicken. So I don't have a rotisserie. I don't know quite how you... Well, I guess it's because it's an all-round air fryer. Maybe it mimics rotisserie. Lots and lots of chicken recipes. Do love chicken. When I had... Is that Christmas recipe? It is. When I had COVID, I went off of chicken and I was really quite sad about that. I'm so glad I like chicken again now. I used to eat a lot of chicken, so it was kind of... It's weird how that disease really did that to you, isn't it? Altered taste buds. So these are the beef, pork and lamb recipes. And I do love lamb. It's one of my favourite meats. We eat that quite a lot. So yeah, we've got lots of recipes again. London broil. So broil means grill. So that's a grill. It's a strange word, broil. I always think of it as boiling. When I see it, it looks as if it should boil, but it's actually grill. We could just call it a grill. Okay, so you do need a bit of translation in some of these. Just so you kind of can get the gist of different terms, I suppose. Desserts and sweet recipes. This is the one that I linger on a little bit too much. Oh, macaroons. I do like a macaroon. Simple apple turnovers and shortbread. Oh, this is the bit that I kind of shouldn't look at, really. It's fattening just to look, Chocolate donut holes. Just eat the holes. They're the least fattening part. Donut holes. I guess they just mean little round ones. Orange gooey butter cake. Doesn't sound like a heart attack at all, does it? Custard. I've never made a souffle. I've never tried. I never saw the reasoning for it. Spanish churros bites. Nutty fudge muffins. Whoa. I do love a bit of chocolate and nut together. See, we don't get graham crackers over here as well. So I think when we do food that requires any kind of crumb, we use digestives. So I'm not sure if graham crackers are digestive-like or not. Next time I'm in America, I must find that out. Unless someone can tell me. But these are the index. As you can see, we've got lots and lots of recipes. I'm actually quite impressed with these books. Now, the first time I ever had one, I wasn't. But I do think they are a lot nicer. They probably had a bit of criticism and took it on board. But yeah, they're not too bad at all. So that just gives you an idea of the sections. So this is the Complete Ninja Foodi Flexidrawer 2024 edition. What do you think? Do you like the way these books are laid out? This is my third one of these now. And I have to say, the other one for the oven, that was quite nice if you haven't seen that one. And I think you can adapt these recipes for your type of air fryer that you've got. once you know if this is speedier to cook with than this one, you can adjust it. So even my older air fryer book will still be okay if I wanted to use it. It's kind of air fryer times. So tell me what you think. Do you like the way they're laid out? If you had this, would you prefer your pictures to be in colour? It does seem a little bit yuck, doesn't it, when you've got them in black and white? But they weren't expensive. If I can remember, I will put the price that I paid for these in the description box for this one and the other one, so that you can see. But they are quite reasonable. But one thing that I really liked about them was the fact that they did cover these brand new air fryers, which when you get something that is very new on the market, you're left alone with it, really. And that's how I was since I picked it up in the Black Friday kind of deals, and all over Christmas I used this one a lot. I did use the other one, as I said, but mostly you can see through the oven door on the other one for cooking things like sausage rolls. It was easy, but I've not used the other one as much as this one so far, but I will do. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. By the way, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Bye for now.